boat friends, it's a Monday, October 6th, just after 10 p.m. Central Time. You can see the Duluth aerial lift bridge. And look up at that moon looking wicked with all of that light coming through the clouds. What you're about to witness is the triumphant return of the Great Lakes ship, the James L. Oberstar. It ran aground. It was damaged 120 days ago. Take a look at a few photos on the screen. But we get to see it now after millions of dollars of repairs, finally going back out on the lake into service. I'm going to tell you the story, how this all unfolded. Let's get rolling. Here we go. It's always nice to get that fire going when it cools down here in Duluth, right next to our friend. Well, this is how everything went down. On June 8th, around 3:15 in the afternoon, the ship was making its turn at Johnson's Point on the St. Mary's River, right next to Nebish Island in Michigan. Take a look at that map. The blue arrow is approximately where the running aground incident took place. The red arrow is showing you the Sulaks, just to give you a geographic sense of where this happened. And then how can we forget about this? On June 16th, after the incident occurred, they deemed it safe enough to make it back to Duluth. And when we watched this, I can remember feeling so sad, and other people too, because we just didn't know what the next step would be for this ship. You know, would it be out this year? Is it going to be in layup long term? It's one of those things where you feel really sad with an old school ship like this, but luckily we know what's about to happen. And I really want to give a big shout out to Commander Don Rutnikus and his crew on the spar, who safely helped that ship make its way back to Duluth. And here's a few photos from after the incident. You can see a diver that just completed an inspection, and there's activity in the engine room, as you can imagine. And when it was sitting in the water, the boom was sitting out. Also, it had cargo, so it had to offload, as you can see in this photo, to another vessel. And just yesterday, after the millions of dollars of repair work, it left Fraser, going over to CN Dock. It was really nice being able to see this. One last thing, I was over at Fraser Shipyards on my boat a few days ago when they were pulling the Oberstar out of dry dock. So it was really cool seeing the tug do the work, as you can see right here. But now that you know the backstory, let's get back to the departure action. Look, Oberstar is picking up speed, 3.9 knots. That bridge is about to open in a few moments. Here's Lake Superior, and if you look out there, you can see the glimmer off the water. Now we can really see that moon a little better there. Again, it just looks so cool as it's right between the clouds. It's just like turning a nightlight on for us watching the ship. So you just watch that moon, and I'll give you the conditions. 55 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 13 degrees Celsius. Wind speed, southwest, 10 miles per hour. Visibility for the captain out on the lake tonight, 10 miles. There's the Duluth City lights on the other side. Look how beautiful that canal looks at night. That light wind, ripples on the water there. Looks really picturesque. There it goes, on its way to 135 feet. I just did a video here a few weeks ago going up on the bridge, so if you want to check that out, you can. Went all the way up to give you a perspective, but there it goes. I really love that view, looking at those communication towers. Really fun watching that bridge deck go up. And again, for those that don't know, aerial lift bridge was constructed in 1905, but that bridge deck that you see going up, that was added in the 1920s. But again, such a cool bridge, and it really represents Minnesota. I think it's the most recognizable landmark that we have for sure. Give you a shot of the area before that beast makes its way right by us. I know there's plenty of people over there on that North Pier side. Give you a shot down the piers. On that left side with the red light, that's North Pier, and that's South Pier right here. You can see those 3 beams of light illuminating that bridge. And there we go, boat friends. Take a look at that green light right there in the middle of the screen on the bridge. That tells us that it is fully raised to 135 feet. Just a visual representation to the captain that that bridge is good to go. I love giving you a shot of the pier on the left here so you can see people walking and observing. You got the Great Lakes Aquarium there on the right side. That's that blue building. Take a look at that. You got some light right on the side of the vessel, giving us a good look at it. You can see that exhaust coming out of the stack. Again, this is your prototypical old school real deal Laker. This is what postcards are made of. This is when you think of a Great Lakes ship. This is it. And you see some flashing right there above the pilot house. Really what that is the radar that's spinning. That's just blocking the light momentarily. You'll see that as it gets closer. And boat friends, I just realized what that light is. That is the night light that got turned on up in the sky. That truly is the moon that's giving us that awesome reflection. I want to make sure you know this beast, the James L. Oberstar, 806 feet in length, built in 1959, the American Shipbuilding Company in Ohio. Cargo capacity 31,000 tons. It's currently full of iron ore going to Indiana Harbor, 2 diesel engines that push out about 8,500 horsepower, 1 propeller, 1 rudder. There it is, boat friends. The old Laker back. You can see the steering pole. What a beautiful sight to see this again. There's that radar spinning up on the pilot house, taking it easy as it goes out. Really brings a smile to my face to see this vessel again. And we're definitely going to take a look at the back side of the pilot house. It's very well lit up, as you can see, but I don't want you to miss the rest of this vessel. We'll get back to that in a moment. Take a look at the stack pumping out down here. Take a look at that light from the moon that is really assisting us here. I don't think I've ever recorded a ship that had the moon that bright on the side of it. What a beautiful sight. You can see those communication towers in the background that you know that I love. Let's take a look at this. What a beauty. There's that boom on deck. Shot of that exhaust going up, and believe me, we will look at this stern side, check and see if there's any kick up as it goes out. Look at that lighting, how awesome that is. Thank goodness that moon was out tonight. We're standing on the right side as well. I'm going to give you this full shot. Move past this pole to give you a shot of this vessel that ran aground, came back here to Duluth Superior, and was fixed at Fraser Shipyards. Big props to them as well. Great job over at Fraser getting this fixed, and now they are heading back out onto that cold Lake Superior. Boat friends, if you enjoyed this ship and this video, please hit the like button on the way out. It'll allow people that love the ships to find this channel, and also subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Be part of the Boat Friends community. We're going to have a lot of fun with the cold weather and snow ahead. As always, thank you so much for watching another video. Stay safe. I will see you soon.